Alright, what's up, y'all? So, today is the 15th of March, 2025. I'm at Polish right now. I gotta get my nails done, because I have to be on stage, you know? It's beautiful. I have to be on stage to talk about content marketing today, so I just want to pull up. Hello, how are you? High five, high five. You know what you did the last time was perfect.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
it was perfect. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm happy you like it.
Thank you for that.
Welcome back.
Appreciate that. So yeah, so I'm back now. And yeah, we're just tapping in with the team. I'm gonna get on my laptop now to actually do some of the work, just to prepare a little bit, and then I'm out. All right, peace. All right, cool.
Good to see you, Chelsea, but I couldn't respond.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
How's everything?
Cool. Juanita, what's going on? Good morning. Good. So I thought I was going to leave, but that's fine.
Yeah, looks like it.
Good morning.
You remember Danny, right?
Yes, how are you? Good morning.
Morning.
What's up, y'all? King over here. Right now I'm at Crescendo Foods, and we're getting started. I guess I go on at 11:30. It's like 11:17 right now. Got here on time. I thought I was going to be late, but I wasn't. Other than that, a couple of people are filling up. It looks like a good, exciting day. It's a Saturday, bro. It's a lot of things happening. I'm excited to talk to people, see what they're trying to do, like businesses as far as food businesses and marketing, through content, generating more sales, etc. So y'all stay tuned. You know, Danny really captured the whole vibe, so y'all stay tuned.
15 minutes. Ken is the one leading the workshop. I'm sure you saw his face on the slide. And here is Dr. Juanita, the founder of Crescendo Foods. So we'll start by giving you a tour of the space and explaining what we do and some of the opportunities in the space. And then you progress to this section where we have, call it a snack or food bar. We have a variety of made in Ghana products and then made in Ghana food as well. So we're going to mix a few of the ingredients to make your own snack or your own food. And we have soup too. So I'll explain the different ingredients here, and then we'll progress to you talking about what you do as individuals in terms of your business or your personal lifestyle. And then we'll begin the workshop. It should be a very short one. And I believe that you get a lot of information. If you have any questions,
I am Dr. Juanita Lewis. I am the founder and CEO of Crescendo Foods. We are a food innovation hub. We're the first in Ghana. We have a shared kitchen space in Mama Light, which you all will get a tour. But we're also the first Pan-African food acceleration hub on the continent. And what we excel in is education, experiences, and community. So we thrive and help and love to see the supports that we give to inspiring food businesses such as yourself, and how to be able to not only go from one case ideation to launch, but if you have a business already, to how we can help you scale up. And we do that through education, which is coming to trainings such as this. We also do trainings on food safety. We'll have one later in the year talking about grant writing if you're looking for funding. Experiences, we do cooking classes. We also do just some fun stuff just by having tastings of different foods. Everyone's always trying to eat us, so we always love to share with the community. And the last thing, of course, is community. So you all are here today as part of our, I guess, second workshop of the year. And we have monthly workshops that focus on food business. Next up is our kitchen space. And of course, last but certainly not least, the biggest thing for us is that a lot of the times when you are doing production, you do what after you're done? Go home, you take a
we want to make sure, just as when you hear pizza or when you hear pasta, you think of Italy. We want to make sure that we have local innovations that also make the global stage. But for us, the main thing is leveling the stage for everyone. From the northern region, which is made from peanuts. And then it's interesting, when you taste it, you notice it's very sweet, I mean for me, but it has no sugar. And as someone who doesn't consume sugar, it was very interesting that we have these type of snacks in Ghana, where we're giving opportunity to people like Nestle to provide very unhealthy meals for our kids and ourselves. But I don't remember the name for this.
Baobab fruits.
It's the baobab fruits, and I think it's coated in something, no?
No,
No.
it's just the fruits.
Right. Also very sweet. We have the coconut oat cookies from Ghana, also Ghana made. We have the powdered sobolo. So this sobolo was not made from scratch. It was made by a company that produces the sobolo in powder, and all you have to do is to soak it, add your ingredients, and then you're done. However you want to make it. And then I saw this very interesting honey sachet from Charlotte, also in Ghana, made in Ghana. And it's interesting to see this produced in Ghana by a Ghanaian, especially for hospitality brands. When you go inside, you always see the Nestle coffee. However, we have more made in Ghana brands, putting this in our hotels, in our Airbnbs, in our restaurants as well. And then we have the ginger. This is ginger and coconut chips, which is dried. It's very spicy and also sweet.
Which deals in northern food products.
Hello everybody, how you doing? I'm King Obi, CEO of Content Sage. We specialize in content, period, and storytelling. Right? Real quick, before I get started, I do want to put an incentive out there. Whoever records me and tags me on social media, I'm offering like a free video. So do that. Once you tag me, I'll pick a person that ran. Alright? Cool. So I heard everybody's business so far. Everything sounds great. My main clientele is women, like mostly female-led, so that would be in front of y'all. I heard fitness from you. Food-ish, tea, food scientist, and skincare, right? Cool, just making sure I'm in the right area. Okay, so I came here for like food, marketing and stuff like that, but I can broaden it out. You can start taking some notes if you want, but I have like a 3-phase process that I usually take all my clients through. First of all, before I get into my process, we're about to start taking notes. Okay, I'm like launch numerous businesses online. So I specialize with online marketing and online storytelling and content creation. I feel like the online game is just getting stronger and stronger, and it's just where we all need to be at, right? So yeah, the proof is in the pudding. I'm opening a couple businesses here that I'm launching them, and they're doing very well right now, right? One of the ones is Ritual GH, if you want to check them out. I started them out in August. They've grown, got a lot of customers coming in, a lot of good things happening. All right, cool. I'm gonna get into my process quickly. It's a 3-phase process, right? I'm talking about Instagram and TikTok right now, okay? Instagram is good for discovering. If you want to discover a brand, I'll say Instagram is that. If you're looking to go viral and be funny, TikTok is that, right? So I'll say the first phase is discovery and reach, right? The second phase is engagement and storytelling, like what I'm doing right now. The third phase is conversion and sales. Conversion and sales matter because we're a business, not a charity, right? So it's super important to keep conversion and sales in mind when making any type of content online. Cool, so we're gonna get into the first phase, discovery and reach. How can you leverage TikTok, virality, and Instagram's discoverability? I start with Instagram. Instagram, especially if it's a new account, people like to feel like they're discovering something new, like discovering something new, like the brain likes that feeling, but also the brain likes to feel like it's something that's a part of their lifestyle that's already happening, right? So when I usually tell brands when they're starting off, what's the vibe that we're going for? Who are we talking to, right? So that's really important to know your avatar. Like, who is your business for? What are your products and services for? That's super important. That's going to set off the whole content strategy. Me personally, I speak to high-end businesses. Businesses with at least 6 to 7 figures. That's just what I choose to speak to. And I know how they like to be spoken to. I know what type of visuals they like to see. I think that's important if we have to do the same. Who are you talking to? And what do they like? All right, also I want to give this one gem. Marketing to me, after all the years, comes down to a battle of perceptions, right? In the sense of, what is your person perceiving from your brand or from your service or from your product, right? That's super important. So if you tap into that, think about who you're selling to. That's the first phase. That's Instagram. TikTok is fun. I feel like it's just about trends, right? So getting on trends, things that's funny, definitely funny, entertaining, a little bit of education, just a little bit. I'm sure you've seen those TikToks that's just grabbing you in and telling you something that you never heard before. But I feel like it's about trends, and it's about just being free, just having fun, being yourself. That's TikTok. Instagram is a little conceited. I like to call Instagram like high school. I don't know what they call high school out here, but like, I think it's JSS1 or something like that. But Instagram's conceited. You know, it's like a place where you have to come through strong. You can't look like TikTok. You gotta like put on a little bit. From my experience. So with that being said, we have the discovery and reach. I spoke about discovery as in the person you're selling to. They want to discover you, and I think that's super important to keep that in mind. It's like, hey, someone's looking to discover me. What can I show them? What can I share with them? And that's what I do with the storytelling, called your brand story. Just telling people why you started, what you're doing, and how you're doing it. That's very good for discovery, just so people can understand what's happening. And if they want to stay connected, they want to continue to patronize. That's discovery. When it comes to reach, that's when I spoke about TikTok and the trends. The algorithm is going to pick you up. If it sees it's something that's already working, it's going to take you and push you further. That's reach. Reach is cool. It doesn't always mean sales, right? But discovery, storytelling, that leads to sales, right? And every niche, it's not just food, it's not just fitness, or skincare, or tea. It's every niche. Storytelling is the #1 driver towards sales. All right. We're going to phase 2. Hold up, before I leave phase 1. Is there any questions about phase 1 when it comes to discovery and reach? Any questions? All right, we're good to go. All right, engagement and storytelling. This is the best part to me because it's like now it's time to engage with the people who's liking or commenting on your content, right? In any phase, they could just like it. You can go to their page, like their stuff, say, hey, thanks for liking that. What did you like about it? I feel like real organic engagement is kind of slept on. People are just like liking, commenting, but not really asking them human questions, right? So I've seen that work for numerous businesses where we just go and actually have a conversation, like, hey, how are you? How's it going? And just create that connection, all right? And storytelling. So I'll say the food industry does very well in this when it comes to storytelling. I think there's a brand that I also help right now called the Cupcake Boutique. You're hearing about them. They're very good at storytelling, telling that POV type of content, things that you're thinking naturally. They'll put it in content. You'll find it funny, you'll share it. But it builds this connection in you and in that brand, in that business, right? So that's super important when you're storytelling to just keep in mind what's going through your person's day-to-day and in their head. I think that's just key. So being authentic and visual storytelling. We like high-end content, but I don't always advise it because it can go over the head of the consumer. So I always tell my clients to sometimes use the iPhone, right? You have to have good lighting. As you see, I go to tube lighting. That's just one quick lighting, but there's multiple lighting options. But an iPhone, especially the 16s and up, it takes some real good quality content. And that's more relatable. The algorithm likes that more than high-end branded content, all right? So that's something to keep in mind, that your iPhone could bringing a lot of money to your business. I think it's really about how you shoot it. And if you need help with that, you always tap with me or Daniel. We can share some insight. Phase 3, conversion and sales. Now, once you've done a good job at discovery, giving people a reason to follow you, giving people a reason to want to stay connected, and then your storytelling and engaging with them, just commenting, creating content that makes them laugh, entertains them, how can you turn them into somebody who actually comes by and patronizes? How do you turn them into a customer? Well, this is when you can start coming into some conversion content. It could be some, what to say discounts, but like some offers. Like you can create an offer. I like irresistible offers where the person just can't say no to. Buy one, get one free. That's been working very well for me and my clients in Ghana. There's different ways that you can just have some conversion content that brings people in, especially during holidays. That works well as well, getting people in during holidays. So turning those views into visits and orders. Also having some activations in the actual place. I don't know if everyone has an actual shop. I'm digital, right? So Content Stage is strictly digital. We don't have a brick and mortar. But if you do have a brick and mortar, you want to bring people to the actual storefront, activations work very well. Also influencer marketing as well. Speaking out to, I think you're a blogger, right? So someone like, what's your name?
Viviana.
Viviana?
Viviana.
Viviana.
Yes, but my page is Chef Lifestyle.
Okay, Chef Lifestyle. Cool. So someone like Chef Lifestyle, she'll be perfect to reach out to. She may have an audience. I usually like to look at audiences of 100K and up. Then I also like to look at the likes and the views. The likes, I try to get them in between 3,000, and then the views, even though it don't matter like that, but at least 50K and up, right? These are the type of bloggers that I usually reach out to for like my business and brands, but it really doesn't matter. I think if they have an audience, like you have an audience, I'm sure, them communicating to that audience can bring, especially doing a video, it can bring people to your establishment, right? So cool. Those are the 3 phases, just wanted to quickly go through them. So if we were to work together, how would that work, right? I'll get to understand your business, your offering, what do you actually sell into the marketplace, and then we'll start figuring out the type of stories.
I have a question, I don't want to forget it, so I don't put it in my
Sure.
interrupting. When you talked about like 3K views, 50K views, are those views on videos that are not sponsored? Are those organic views or paid? Because I find I can only get high level of like, engagement if I sponsor my content.
Yes, I feel like Instagram, they definitely want all the money, right? So they're not gonna push you until you pay. That's Instagram. TikTok will push you as long as it's in alignment to the algorithm. But I've seen a hack on Instagram. One of the hacks is being consistent with content. I feel like if you show up 3 to 4 times a week on Instagram, the algorithm will naturally start picking you up and serving you to who that content's for, right? But as far as views on Instagram, the organic views is shaky unless you start cultivating that audience and start talking to other influencers. I like to call them A, B, and C. So the A will be someone at 1 million plus, B will be somebody at 100K, and C will be somebody at 10K or lower. These type of influencers can start influencing audiences and people to come talk to you and just check you out. But that's why I talked about phase 1 of discoverability. If we're bringing people to you, you need to be interested enough to actually to keep them, right? Yeah. And that's why I feel like phase 1 is super important because we can bring all types of traffic to you, but if what you're offering or how you look is turn them off or it's not interesting, it's like a bounce rate. They'll bounce on your page and bounce on your own, right? So I think it's super important to have some strategies in place to lock whoever comes in, if they're into what you're doing, to lock them in and keep them in. There's a lot of different ways to do that through loyalty programs, etc. Right? But when it comes to views, I'll say just be consistent. Sure. Any other questions before how you doing? What's your name?
Seto.
Seto. What's your niche again?
My niche. Okay, I'm a food scientist into food quality, control safety. Then I'm also a content creator. I'm not the content creator. I'm not.
You don't
really
have to. But I feel like sometimes they need to put something in both.
I don't care about niche. You can be doing your this is what you do. Okay, you can be doing your teeth. That doesn't mean you should only do your teeth. You can input. TikTok actually doesn't just like your business.
They like your lifestyle.
They want to see your lifestyle. That's what
Real quick, just to put a pin in it, because Clarissa spoke about content in the video without any hashtags or any captions. How is she still seeing it even though she likes it, right? So I was just sharing that knowledge of AI, and she was talking about how AI is reading videos. What you're speaking about is perfect, right? But I feel like if you have different objectives, different goals, I see people grow, but it doesn't grow into sales, right?
Yeah.
So how do I work?
Yes, how are we going to work? Because I'm coming as a new book, okay? You have the strategies, you have blah, 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 everything to make me scale. But I'm coming as a green book, okay? I know it would have been much easier if I come with probably a handful of ideas to make the work quicker, okay? So is it possible to work with a new book? Then let me put it that way. Is it going to be easy, or how is that going to be possible? Okay.
Where I'm at in the stage of my business, there's a couple of qualifications, but it's very simple. It's usually like a 30-minute consultation call. I ask a couple of specific questions, like revenue-wise, goals-wise, because you're saying green as if you don't know how to market yourself, right? But you're still a business, right? So I'll just ask a couple of questions just to see where your goals are at. What is growth like for you? Like, what does that look like? Because we can come in and start boosting business, but it's probably not going to be on today. So I think it's super important. Thank you for the Central Foods for having me. Appreciate that. Thank you.
All right.
What's up, y'all? So we only got like 3 minutes here, but I don't know. Today, we're still content sage. How you feeling, Daniel? Yeah. Yo, what's today? Wednesday the 26th. Of March. So I've been telling Daniel, like, it's not easy, you feel me? Being the head honcho in the business with no other delegates besides yourself to get a lot of the work done. And you know, I'm starting to feel the effects of it just a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, just a little delayed on some edits. So all my clients watching this, you know, I apologize for the delays. We're coming through. Shout out to my brother Consult Ridge. You know, they're moving fast, and I can see I think my system is just getting upgraded right now. So it's going through, you know, when you upgrade your phone, or you update your phone, it shuts down for a little bit. So that's all that happened. I just had to shut down a little bit just to get reformatted. Now I have a systematic way of editing, editing, and getting it to the client as soon as possible. And that's what I've been working on. That's what I've been excited for. The reason why I take some of my time is because I like to bake it. Like, I like to bake my edits. I don't like to rush them. So what I mean by bake them is like I edit it and it has a certain feel, a certain nuance, which takes like 3-4 days of just watching the footage just to make sure it holds that essence. But you know, at the rate it's looking right now, we're just gonna have to go. So I am hiring. I'm hiring more team members, like more editors. So if you are an editor, you're established, you're doing your thing, and you're looking for a home, well, Content Sage is one. You can live anywhere in the world. You feel me? We're gonna hire you. We're gonna get to work. You know, I already have shooters all around me, and right now we're on our way to South Africa next month. So I'm really excited for that, and I'll be running the system over there to see how it operates. All right, but for now, that's it. I'm out of here. We're on our way to a shoot. I got like 1 minute 40 seconds left. I didn't back up this DJI, so what I'll do is show you a little bit of the shoot that we're at, but I won't show the whole thing, the whole process. I'm just loving what I do, and we haven't vlogged in so long, like, so my bad. But hopefully, as y'all watching this, I've caught y'all up since December 1st last year. So yeah, because I'm releasing those next week. So I want to make sure that y'all are caught up, all the videos are seen, etc., etc.
Alright, y'all. I'm gonna tap in with y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all what the shoot look like and stuff like that. And that'll be the end of today. Alright, peace. Channel.
YouTube. Oh, okay.
So, what's up, y'all? This is Scylla right here. It's the owner of Prestige. Hold up, put it on Scylla.
I am Scylla.
Yeah, she's the owner of Prestige, a luxury. So when you're in Ghana, make sure to tap in. All right, and you know we have Zara here. Yeah, she vibing, and then we have Wendy here. Wendy, you gonna say what's up to the YouTube? Hey, all right, for sure. And this is me right here, and you got Daniel behind the camera. All right, peace.
And a deep appreciation for quality and being around that opened my eyes. I started paying attention to detail, what makes an item true luxury from craftsmanship